now we're going to go and actually control our Google Meets. You're going to come over here to the Meet tab, and then you're going to see some choices. Don't worry about these yet. Let's just double check. Your Meet account is my school name. That's perfect. Choose course. That's what we're going to do first. And here are all of your options that you created for yourself. I'm going to start. Let's do Art Studio. And then I only made 2 breakout rooms. So there are 2 choices there. I could have 1 breakout room or 2. If I did Surfing the Waves of Grain, I made 5 breakout rooms. So I could have up to 5. I don't have to have all 5. I could have just 2. Let's go ahead and have 3. I like that. Okay, so I've got those ready. Now I'm going to come in here, start a class with Google Meet, and I could either open up just the main room. That's just the room that students click when they come to your class. I could open up just my breakout rooms. Let's say that you already had this room open and you don't need it anymore. Or I can open up everything, my main room and my breakouts. And that's what I'm going to do this time. Let's just hit open both. And it's going to pop them right up. Now I have mine set so it opens up in tabs. So they're all in one nice little window together and I can just click right through. You could change your settings. I'll show you how to do that later. But for now, I just think this is nice and clean. All right, so here is my main room. And here are my little breakout rooms. It's fabulous. This one is freezing up a little bit. We'll check back on that one later. So now you can see that down here at the bottom, I can turn on and off my speaker. So do I hear them? I can turn on and off my mic. Can they hear me? I can turn on and off my camera. Or I could just end the call entirely. I could also turn on and off camera captions. I could present my screen. Make sure when this happens to click. There we go. And then share. I'm going to cancel though. Or I could mess around with the layout. And then also if I ever want to change my view, I can come up here to people and I could click on. So right now I'm the only one here. So when I click on me, it doesn't change. But if there were multiple people and I wanted me to be big, I could just click right there. Or I could just click on me right up here. Also remember, here's the chat. And at this point, we cannot turn it off. Google says they'll be releasing an update for that within a month or 2. But for now, personally, I would assign one of your responsible students to be the chat room monitor. And then you don't have to worry about it. But you get to decide how you do that. Okay, so this is my Nod extension. So that's just living. We already installed that. You don't have to do anything with it. And then here I can come through. Let's see. There we go. It's finally ready to join. I can come through and interact with these different rooms without having to click on them individually. Let's go ahead and turn on my camera so you can see me. I've got a weird camera setting. So I'm going to fix that really quick. Hello. Now you're going to see I am here. I'm not in the other rooms yet. Just right here. That's my cat. When I come over to my breakout room control panel, see how it says main surfing? Watch what happens when I click this little arrow. It pops up my tab. I switched tabs. I keep clicking the arrow. I keep switching tabs. and it just cycles right back in. This time, instead of turning on my camera here in the individual room settings, I'm going to use my control panel settings. So let's turn on my camera here. Again, you can see me. Perfect. But when I click my little arrow, it opens me up in the next room and turns me off in the original room. Now, again, I have funky settings on my camera. I should have changed this before. Let's go through and do that for all of them right now. There we go. Okay, so I'm here. Next. To surfing. There I am. It was just being slow. For some reason, this to surfing is being weird. Next. And again, you can see I have left the other rooms. So if I had students still in there interacting, I wouldn't be hearing from them. Or I could hear from them, but they wouldn't be hearing from me. So that's pretty cool. Look over here in your control panel. You're going to see there is this little microphone. So right now, 3 surfing would be able to see me, but they can't hear me. I can hear them though. See my little speaker? If I wanted them to hear me, I would turn on this microphone, but I'm not going to because there's weird feedback issues when I'm recording and it's just a lot going on. Okay, so again, when I click through here, you can see that I'm not in the rooms. Here's where it starts to get cool. I'm going to turn off my camera here in individual surfing, and I'm going to go to broadcast to all breakout rooms. Again, if I wanted them to hear me, I would have to turn on my mic. I'm not going to do that though. I'm just going to turn on my camera. And you can see me here. And these kids can see me here. And these kids can see me here. And these kids can see me here. So I can talk to all of them at the same time. I don't have to go through and send them little texts like we had to do in Zoom. So that's pretty cool. I like that a lot. Okay, so this is where it gets cool. So right now, my students have all come to my main page. They got there by following the link on my Google Classroom. And I want to actually put them in the breakout rooms. Now, they're going to have to participate. I can't move them automatically, but it's not very hard. So they're all here, just living in this main area. I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to find this Assign Breakouts Ad Hoc. And then I'm just going to say randomly assign. Now, it's kind of boring right now because I only have me in there. But if you had multiple kids, it would just randomize them and put them in these rooms. If you don't like the pairing, you can click and drag and move them into a different room. You don't have to fill up all the rooms, however you want to do it. And then, see this breakout assignments? There's this copy breakout assignments to clipboard. That's what I want. I'm going to click that. And then I'm going to come back over here. Here's my main room where all my students are just chilling. I'm going to go to the chat. And I'm going to send this to them. I'm just going to click send message to everyone. Paste, Control V, Command V, I think, in Max. And it will give them the list. So you is the name because it's just me. Tells them where they're going to surfing, and then they can just click this link. And then that's going to pop them right into the breakout room. So it would be right over here. Once they're in here, so let's say that I've already populated all these little rooms. I can cycle through, I can hear them or not, I can speak to them or not, they can see me or not. I can do all of the rooms. Don't want to hear any of the rooms or want to hear all of them. Play with my sound, my speaker, play with my mic, play with my camera. But then down here at the very bottom, main surfing room control panel. This is going to be really fun for you. So right now I'm in main surfing. This is going to update depending on what room I click through. So if I go to one surfing, then this is now one surfing. In here, I can mute all of the participants in that room. Just from the sky, I can mute them all. I can remove all participants from that room and just kick them out. I can remove all participants from all breakouts. So if they're all being a little rowdy, I can just shut it all down. Or more hopefully, it's not that they're being rowdy, it's that I want them to come back to the main room. So I just shut this down so that way none of the breakout rooms work and they all come back to the main room. It's pretty cool. It works pretty well. I've been testing it. If any of you want to play with this, I know this is a lot of information to show at you. I think you're going to be fine, but I will be happy to jump on a Google Meet with you and we can work through the steps together. And or once you get it in, you and I could play with it because it's so much better when there's other people. It's kind of like I really appreciated back in the spring when Amanda would get on Zoom meetings with us. It just made it so much easier to see what things did when you weren't trying to work with just yourself. Okay, also down here, there are these reports, just so you know that they're there. And remember, I had you install an attendance extension. I actually like this better because now they just have this little thing where you can download. So this part doesn't sync automatically with Sycamore. But if you want the record, it's kind of cool because then it's just easy. You just click that one button and it downloads it, and then you can go and put in attendance later or not. Okay. Whew, that's a lot. Let me know if you have questions. You guys are doing great. I believe in you.